Welcome to day 2 of the Awaken You Yoga Challenge. Today is our yoga flow that is going to allow you to stretch and create a new energy, a new liveliness. We will be doing a few empowering poses and we will be winding down with an amazing cool down. So join me at the top of your mat. And I also recommend always blankets and a set of blocks. If you don't have those, that is completely fine. Together, let's just meet actually at the center of the mat. I want you to take a mindful moment where you inhale your toes and then exhale them down. And as you inhale your toes, can you lift all of your toes, whether you have cracks in your feet or maybe you're missing a toe or missing a toenail. Press the toes down. Inhale the heels up. Exhale the heels down. Inhale all of those toes up. Exhale them down. So we're going to do this kind of shifting, rocking motion. And I really want to encourage you in this practice to be mindful of your movement, to really try to activate the muscles in the body. So as we're doing this, the toes are coming up. We're really working the bottoms of the feet. And when we come forward up on the heels, you're activating through the calves. And maybe they're just like a little bit tight, and that's okay. So as we do so, we're going to inhale, press down, and really root your feet. In yoga, this is our mountain pose. So set yourself up for success. Feet inside of the hip distance. Really track from the toes to the calves, to the quads, to the hamstrings, to the glutes, to your belly, to your heart, to the top of the head, and just take a moment to bring your hands to your heart. Welcome in an inhalation to the count of 3. Exhale to the count of 4. Inhale to the count of 3. Exhale to the count of 4. And I want you to, my lovely, just tap in to whatever's going on in this beautiful mind, this body, and this spirit of yours. To hold space for any anxiety or tension or overwhelm, or maybe you're like, I'm new here, I don't know what's happening. I welcome you. This is your practice to awaken you. Welcome that inhalation to the count of 3. Good, send it away. Inhale the hands up to the sky. Just take a moment and shake on up, coming back up on those toes. Exhale, send it down. So we're doing this full body stretch. In yoga, we kind of call this a volcano, but we're adding a little bit of shake, shake. This just is a great way to help to move a little bit of that energy that you might be experiencing from being new to something new. It's okay to be something new. I'm an avid learner of life. Big breath comes in. Good, sends it down. Good. Inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, the short edge of the mat. Taking a big breath, you can inhale the hands up to a namaste mudra, which a mudra in yoga is just a hand seal. It's a way of bringing focus and aligning our energy. Palms kissing palms, also like a prayer pose, to the heart. Inhale, the hands reach up, bending into the knees, just a slight little bend. And then exhale, fold it forward. Exhale, peeling the hands apart. This is called a forward fold. Hands can reach towards the shins. If you have a set of blocks, they can be really helpful because it just brings the earth a little bit closer to you. As you exhale, taking a moment as you heavy the head. And you can sway the hips side to side. Welcome that inhalation. Send away the exhalation. Beautiful. Taking a moment, maybe shaking your head a little yes, a little bit of no. It's beautiful. Inhale, hands can come to the shins, raising for a half of a flat back, creating a long line of energy from the tip of the head to the sit bones. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, root to rise, which is just a term we use in yoga where you're rooting your feet and you're rising hands up to that namaste prayer to the heart. Good, taking that gentle bend to the knees. We're going to inhale, sending the hips back as you fold at the hip creases. Hands can stay at the heart here. Hands can also come to the tops of the thighs, or you can send the hands up and out for a chair pose. So just taking a moment As you tap in, really root your feet down. Maybe you need to wiggle them a little bit. Tapping into your hips. Sometimes we like to create this little arch of the spine, protect your lower back by tucking it in. Good little chair pose, and then send it up. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hearts, hands reach down. Beautiful. This time, you might want to bend the knees. We're going to reach for the hands or the blocks and stepping into a tabletop or a hands and a knees position. If you are on harder floors, I definitely recommend grabbing a couch blankie and putting that under your knees to protect your knee joints. Lovely. From this hands and knees position, stack wrists under shoulders, hips align with the knees, posting up on the hind feet. Exhale, sinking back into the sit bones and starting to carve a figure of 8 that moves from the hips and comes into the shoulders. So really just being intuitive with your body. And I really hope that in this practice, I know sometimes if we don't know what we're doing, we try to look at the screen, but it's nice for you to not be facing the screen all the time, so you can really go within yourself and you can find fluidity in your movement. Beautiful. Figure of 8. And pause at neutral, which is just meeting back at the center, and then go the opposite direction. So hips come back, tapping into any tension or tightness in the shoulders. We're also creating an awakeness of the wrists and the hands. You can almost do like these body rolls where you roll forward, being intuitive. Intuitive just means listening to your body and feeling what you need. Like, what do you actually need in this? Beautiful. Last movement, carving that figure of 8. Beautiful work, my friend. Hands reach down, left toes reach back. So you're creating a long line with your hind foot to your hands. If you're having wrist sensitivity, please grab yourself a set of blocks. You can grab like cans or hard books, but honestly, blocks are an amazing investment here. Exhale, press back into the heel, really opening through the front body. And then as you inhale, can you shift the weight forward past the wrists, so shoulders come past the wrists, and then press back. So taking these at your own pace where you welcome that 3 count in. Good, send it away. Really getting this lovely stretch in your calf, being okay with any cricks or pops in the body. Good, sending it away. Wonderful. So you can use the blocks, and we're going to root now the right hand down. Left heel is going to reach up, opposite hand. So right hand reaches down, left hand reaches down towards the mat, and the toes now are tapping. We're going to inhale the toes and the fingers to this horizontal motion. So if you're feeling really off kilter and off balance, just set yourself up a little bit wider. Again, if your knee is hurting, put something under it. Be nice to you. The blocks can be helpful here, or maybe you want to just do a big wide open hand. So tapping, and then inhale, rising. So toes point, fingers point. Tapping into the belly, really pressing the earth away. Exhale it down. Mindful movement as you inhale. Really allow your body to move in an empowering, strong way. Send it down. Lovely. On this next one, inhale and hover. And maybe you just need to stay down a couple inches off of the mat, and that's okay. Or if you can inhale, hover, create a long line. Really press the earth away. Square your nose with your mat. Being okay with any shaky shakes. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Beautiful. As you extend, create a long line of energy from the fingertips to the toes. Inhale, really round through the spine and bring the elbow in towards the knee. So this is the bird dog variation. Hug the heel towards your bottom and then send it away long. And we're going to take 5 of these. So create long length. Inhale, slow and mindfully. 2. Exhale, send it away. If you need to come down on the forearm, it will be a little bit trickier to reach that knee, but you can do so if you're having any wrist sensitivity. 4, hug it in. Drive the heel towards the bottom. Send it away long. You're doing amazing. Good on this last one. Hug and hover the heel towards the bottom. Push the earth away. Good. And then release, coming back to the hands and knees position. So take a moment to reset. I've had this weird funk in my left hip, so I'm noticing that. What are you noticing? And then I'm ready to move to the other side. So let's move to the other side. Beautiful. Hands reach below the shoulders. Opposite heel, the right toes reach back. Heel peels off of the mat. Pressing the body back so the shoulders are back past the wrists. Inhale to a count of 3. Exhale to a count of 4. Bringing the body weight forward, posting up on the toes, really hovering through the body. So even when we're down on the mat, this is like a plank variation. You feel that? Big breath welcomes in and sends away. So take these at a pace that feels good for you, where you're sinking back and coming forward. Really welcoming that breath in, awakening the body with the breath. And just notice any tension or tightness that you're having in the calf or the hip. And can you just let breath be your healing conduit, be your way towards moving with your body? Send it back. Wonderful. So left hand reaches below the shoulder, being leery to not hyperextend the elbow. You can use a block here if you would like. Oh, excuse me, opposite side, silly goose. So it's going to be the right hand down below the shoulder, and you can use the block. Opposite hand reaches out, so it's going to be opposite hand and opposite leg. So for me, I'm mirroring you, so it's my left hand, right leg, stretching long, toe and fingertips. The fingertip is like you're shaking someone's hand. And then as you inhale, drive the toes out and the fingertips out, being mindful to keep the body facing down towards the mat. Exhale down. 5 of these. Inhale, bringing it up, pointing the toes, sending them down. Inhale, bringing it up. 3. Sending it down, hug through the belly, protect the lower spine, find strength by affirming I am strong, because you are, I promise. Send it down. Last one on the 5th one, sending it out long and strong. And then inhale, bringing the knee in towards the elbow. So you're really creating this roundness with the spine, and then sending it long and strong. Find strength in your body, find strength in your mind. 2, hug it in, send it away. We're doing 5 of these. 3, you're almost halfway there. Long, long, long line of energy. Find strength. If you're collapsing on that hand that's on the earth, really strengthen and press it away. 3, I think we're on 4 or 5. Sorry about that. Inhale on the 5th one, hug the heel in towards the bottom and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, side to side in the hips. Woo, being okay with any cricks or pops. Beautiful. Creating a big wide open starfish hand. So tap your shoulder and release your handprint about 1.5 handprints past your shoulder. If you have wider shoulders, opening up and letting the pinky pass the mat. Posting up onto the feet and hovering here and pressing the sit bones up and back for a downward facing dog. If you're brand new to the practice, I want you to erase any vision that you have of this posture and show up. And if you need to come down to the knees and then press yourself back, please feel free to do so. Pedaling out the heels, straightening one leg and releasing the other. Beautiful. 3 breaths here as you welcome in the 3 count. Send it away. Inhale to 3. Exhale it away. Last one, inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, send it away. Rooting the left foot down to the earth. Right heel can tap back. So you might just be here, or maybe you can try a little bit of a 3-legged dog where the heel comes up wherever you are in your practice. And we're going to inhale the body weight forward and step the foot forward. If you are newer to the practice, it's okay to come down on your knee. When I first started practicing, it was like ba-dunk, dunk, 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 and help yourself forward, because it's okay to be here. Because, right, it's okay to be here. As you root the foot down, tap into the hips, you can have the blocks right here in front of you, hands release below the shoulders. Big breath comes in. You can stay down on the knee if this feels good. If you want something a little bit more strengthening, inhale, hug through the inner thighs. So 3 breaths here, really drawing in the inhalation. Send away the exhalation. So find your footing as you root through that front foot. Find strength by pressing the earth away. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Beautiful. Big breath comes in. Sends it away. Let's add one more breath here. 4 count in. 4 count out. Finding strength in the arm that's below the shoulder where the foot isn't, and then turning towards the bent leg. If it's too much, you can always come down. You can come towards the bent leg, create a little bit of space here. You can open up the hip. If that's too much, you can just bring the hand to the hip. Whatever you need. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Big breath comes in. Welcome it away. Feel whatever you're feeling in your hip. Mine's feeling like, oh, it's so tight. And that's okay. Find what you need. Good. Send it away. Wonderful. Hand reaches up for a reverse extended side angle. You can stay down on the knee here. You can also bend at the hips if you are having any shoulder discomfort. You can airplane back. You can lift up here for a little bit of more strength in this posture. Welcome the breath into a 3 count. Send it away. Find a focal point to help you find strength. Good. Send it away. You're doing amazing. Big breath comes in. Sends it away. Hand reaches down towards the mat, and we're going to step back. So maybe you need to come to the knees. Ooh, reset the hips. Side to side, side to side. Shift, 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 shift. Ooh, just taking a moment. And the hips. Good. We're coming back in for that downward facing dog. So find whatever you need. If the blocks are your friend, use them. Just if you're on the blocks, bring them down on this shorter edge. Pressing back, doing your best to align your ears to your arms and pedaling out the heels. 3 breaths here as you inhale. Exhale it away. 3 count in. Send it away. Inhale to 3. Good. Exhale it away. Rooting that right foot down. The toes on the, rooting the left foot down, toes on the right can come back for your version of 3-legged dog. Maybe it's just tapping here. Maybe you can lift the heel a foot off. Maybe you've been practicing a little longer. You can press it back and inhale, bringing the knee in towards the chin and stepping that foot forward. So again, if you're newer, come down on your knee. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a helping hand. Ba-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-dunk-dunk. Bringing the hands on the inside of the foot. Welcoming the breath in. Send it away. You can stay down on the knee or you can inhale up for a runner's lunge. Welcome the breath in, really hollowing through the front body. Root through the front heel. Get this amazing stretch in that hind heel. It feels so good. Pointing the nose down towards the mat. Finding focus as you inhale. Send it away. One more fluid inhalation. Good, send it away. So transition comes as you reach for the thigh. So you can stay up if you're down on the knee, reach for the thigh. So the more you press into the thigh and create space from your shoulder to your thigh, the more of the hip stretch you're going to get. So find what you need. If you're having a lot of pain, like this hip on my side I've had this injury here. It's been hurting. So find what you need, create as much space as you can, being mindful that you're not like cranking down. So really hug through your belly. Welcome that 3 count in. Send the 4 count out. And if you want to do a few breaths up and maybe a few breaths down so you can really deepen the stretch, go for it. Find fluidity within the water. Even the snow, it's off and on been snowy, but it's so beautiful that it's melting away. The mountains bring us strength as we inhale. Beautiful, send it away. On the next breath, you can either stay down or post up. Hand reaches under the shoulder. You can stack shoulder over shoulder. You can bend at the elbow for a reversed extended side angle. Welcome a 3 count in. Exhale it away. Find your grounding. Allow nature to be your teacher. Allow the waves from the water, I don't know if you can hear through my microphone, but just to be this cleansing agent in your day. And knowing that your journey towards awakening you is awakening to this present moment. It's letting go of the pain of the past and embracing your life with love, conviction, compassion. Good. Exhale the hands down to the mat, coming onto the knees, and we'll meet in a extended child's pose. So if you have that blanket, you can bring the knees wide, bring the toes touching toes. You can sink into the sit bones. Arms can lengthen long here. Exhale as you soften back. And if your hips are up off of the mat, it's really okay. My husband can't bring his hips past here, and that's okay. You can also bring a block for the forehead if it's feeling like, oh, this is too much. So wherever you are, I want you to find a little rest, a little ease, a little softness as you inhale to the count of 3. And if your body will allow you, maybe you can bring your hands back to that Namaste Mudra, that's the prayer position, and walk the elbows up into a little bit of a prayer position. And in this moment, in the eye of your mind, repeat, I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And can you imagine someone in your life that you love so much, someone that you're so grateful for, and can you draw up their energy and feel that gratitude for this person? Welcome the inhalation. Send away the exhalation. Beautiful. Welcome the breath in. And send it away. Taking a moment to soften, to be present, to be kind to yourself in your journey to awakening you. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back to the mat. And if you can meet in a hero's pose, which is just you can sit on the back of the heels, or you can sit on a bolster or a block, and taking a moment to bring the chin towards the chest, exhale towards the ear on one side, giving yourself some love into your neck. Taking it slow and mindful, being mindful of any ouchy spaces that you're experiencing in your neck. And if you have a really ouchy spot, can you linger there? You can carve this half of a moon shape. Just taking the chin and drawing it from shoulder to chin to chest to opposite shoulder. Oh, and if you're in a spot that's really ouchy, maybe you can just be gentle and kind and rocking it back and forth. Welcome that 3 count in. Good, send it away. Beautiful. And facing the nose to the short edge of the mat and bringing the palms, kissing palms. Bringing an inhalation to the count of 3. As we end this practice, really I want you to just welcome any sensations or feelings or energies that you have created throughout your practice. And be so proud of yourself and wrap your arms around you and give you love and say, thank you for showing up today. Thank you for making this commitment to show up for the next now 28 days and being kind and compassionate to your journey of awakening you. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you, my lovely. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I will be practicing with you very soon. You can check out day 3 tomorrow, and let's just keep up the energy and the momentum. If you have any questions or comments, let me know how you feel after. Like if you notice a big shift before and after, please put that in the comments. I love you. Have a beautiful day.